Good morning, friends, followers, my subscribers, my army of termites and colders. Thank you very much for continuing to support my channel. Yes, it is Sunday, the Lord's Day, day of rest. It's not a day of rest for many people, is it? If you didn't know, there's a big turnout yesterday in London on a demonstration called Unite the Kingdom. I believe it was organised by Tommy Robinson, and it was filled. There was anti-Tommy Robinson stuff there. Now, I'm all for uniting the kingdom. I'm all for bringing people. And you know, this is what happens. Whether you like Tommy Robinson or not, it doesn't bother me. But what I will point out is, he knows more about the Quran than any other. Well, he knows more about the Quran than any politician. He's read the whole thing from cover to cover. And he sees the hypocrisy in it and he points it out, which today's woke country is trying to turn a blind eye to. In fact, I will do this. Tommy Robinson has done more to try and stop young children being groomed than Sir Keir Starmer, who let them off. Just saying. Fact checkers, go and look at it. Right. Individuals like Tommy Robinson come about whenever policing and justice has stopped working. You may not like that. You may not like Tommy. As again, I don't care. Do I like Tommy Robinson? I like a lot of the things he does. And there's a lot of things that I don't like that he does. There we go. Anyway, it went well. It went well in London. But he did show a film. He showed a film which he was warned not to show. And he showed it. So he now risks being arrested for that. But he knew the consequences. Anyway, what else is happening? Well, airport footage has now been released, eh? I don't know if it was released officially or someone in the airport just released it on the internet, but the footage now shows that men in Manchester Airport physically attacking police officers. They had behaved terribly. There's also footage, we can now see the female officer being punched in the face and falling to the floor. These two men are evil pieces of shit, and that's what they did. And it's now been proven. They were hoping the footage didn't go out because their solicitor was hoping to sort of claim off the kick. Yeah. Now, in my opinion, and you may not like this, I believe the kick was justified. I do not believe the stamp was justified, but that is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. I believe the red mist, which happens to, if you've been in a situation where you're fearful, and you're seeing your colleagues being punched to the floor, these are the type of red mist situations where your emotions take over, and that should be taken into account in the police investigation. Because this guy's now going to be cautioned, the police officer. But I do believe these two guys need to be put in jail for what they did. All these scumbags out all over Rochdale with placards, police brutality, hadn't seen that video. Or do they think that's legal? Do they think that's okay? It's disgusting behaviour. Now, I've had a lot of people share things to me in private messages, show me photographs of this and photographs of that. Photographs of the two guys saying, deport them, deport them. I want to point this out. This is where racism comes in. And before you jump down my throat, this is where racism comes in. First of all, if they are foreign nationals and they're on a visa or they have a dual nationality, there's a possibility to deport them for what they've done. With Sir Keir Starmer in charge, he's about to release thousands of prisoners. It's not going to happen, so look at it from that point of view. The other point of view is this. Just because someone looks foreign doesn't mean they are. They could very well be British. You may not believe it, but they very well could. So all these things about deport them, just labels you as a racist. Look at what's happening behind. Do a little bit of research before you start throwing out things. I did it the other day stupidly. I don't do it anymore because I never used to do it. And then over the last few days, emotions reigned high on me. And I was sent photographs of this woman with black eyes. And I released it going, this is shocking. I want to point this out here. The UK's filled with dickheads. It really is. Everyone's sharing photographs of people that aren't even in the police and saying, look at this woman with black eyes. I mean, and I fell for it. And I'm sure all of you fell for it. Stop it. Don't share some. Here's the thing. Do not send me any more shit. if you're going to send me something, do your own research and make sure you're not making a dickhead out of me by me posting it, because I will not post it. I don't even open your links anyway, because, well, I don't trust links. I'm just letting you know, okay? These things do happen. Yeah. And what else has happened today? Now, there was a story today in the media, which sort of, I'm going to be honest, I seen the photograph of the lady. I read it. I read the headline. And after I read the headline, I didn't even look into the story because the headline already pissed me off. Ready? The Metropolitan Police most senior Asian female cop. So I was like, oh, here we go. Just comes right about the same time as these two dickheads in Manchester doing what they did. So ready? She has spoken out. So the Metropolitan Police's most senior Asian female cop has spoken out about the way she was treated. Now, this is the bit that put me off. My 30 horrific years in the police. My 30 horrific years in the police. Well, not being funny, but that's already ruined your claim. Because if it was that horrific, would you have stayed for 30 years? This year was horrific. No, this year was horrific. That's 5 horrific years in a row. I can't believe it. That's 7 horrific years in a row. That's 10 horrific years in a row. 15. Would you not have left the police and put a complaint in? You waited 30 years until your career came to an end to complain about what happened in the first 3 weeks, the first 4. You waited that long? Again, in my opinion, and without prejudice, this is another person jumping on the bandwagon looking for free money from the taxpayer. Put a claim in. Yeah. But I'm sure any decent barrister will destroy your claim when he reads my 30 horrific years. It's already debunked, isn't it really? That's just my opinion. Comment below. The Conservative Party are still fighting over who's going to become the leader. I believe the latest one in there now is the former Home Secretary, Priti Patel, has threw her name in the hat. I hope she gets it. But there we go. Doesn't matter. It's like everyone's competing for the bronze medal. No one cares who's the leader of the Tory party anymore. You ruined the country, and I'm sick and tired of, and do you know what's winding me up even more now? I'm sick and tired of the Conservatives going, well, you asked for Labour, you've got them. I'm sick and tired of Labour going, well, you know what, you did this and just get on and fix it. Just get on and fix it. Now, I'm willing to give the Labour Party a go because we have no choice. But him releasing statements to say that he's going to release thousands of prisoners onto the streets. It goes against safety of the people who actually got these people put behind bars in the first place, doesn't it? It goes against that. Then we have the raid on pensions. Yes, which is going to happen. Oh well. It is what it is, people, isn't it? It is what it is. We have to get on it. Yeah. The Olympics. Oh, the Olympics has been everywhere at the minute. The Olympics. What a fiasco that's been. The opening ceremony was a bag of shit. I mean, come on. You had 4 years to practice putting the flag up and down, and you still put it up there. You put the Olympic flag upside down. 4 years to practice. You had one job, Manuel. One job. Raise the fucking flag. Oh, upside down. Yep, well done. In front of billions. Another thing was, I want to point this out, is the drag queen. Why? Why would you... You're the French president. You're obviously an idiot. You have drag queens sitting there trying to depict the Last Supper as drag queens. Right. Let me point this out. The LGBT community demand to be treated with respect. They demand to be equals. They want us to make sure they filter in society as equals. They demand it, but yet they take the piss out of Christianity. Yeah. Bollocks to the lot of yous, that's what I say. Yeah. You should have thought about that. Do you think us making fun of the Last Supper might come back at us? I mean, you're already teaching 2-year-olds what a penis is in a classroom dressed as a drag queen. It took us months to get that shit stopped. And what are you going to do? Yeah, a drag queen with a beard and bright purple hair pretending to be Jesus on a world stage. I mean, it's shocking. It really is. It really is. In fact, the French church has spoken out, saying it is appalled at the behaviour of this spectacle. Yeah, read it for yourselves today. Now you're going to have drag queens in the LGBT community all over the country being jeered at because they think this is acceptable. Yeah, weird. Gets weirder though. We've just had hate cleric Andrzej Choundry jailed for life. And at the same time, we now have another hate cleric in the UK, yeah, who's just raised £3 million to buy a remote Scottish island for him and his army. I mean, hello? Well, good. I say let him do it. It'll be a small place to bomb when it fills up. And we can get rid of that nonsense threat. At least we know where they are. Yeah, fantastic. And to top it all off, and to top off my rant today, the BBC. Yes, the BBC are complaining that in the last 10 years they've lost over £1 billion in licence fees as people turn away. They think people are turning away from the BBC TV licence because of other competition. They still do not use their brain and realise we do not want to watch your propaganda shit because you do not speak for the ordinary people. The BBC corporation itself has hidden so many sexual predators under its wings for so long that now we, in fact, the last one there, BBC newsreader and royal newsreader Hugh Edwards, believe it or not, hasn't worked this year, and the BBC just give him £40,000 pay rise. In fact, the BBC are advertising now for, what is it, a DEI inclusion officer on 110 grand. I mean, they're wasting taxpayers' money. So we're not turning away for competition. We're turning away because you're shit. Well, it turns out that the BBC right now are lobbying. They're lobbying MPs to try and raise the TV licence because they want to bring back £1 billion. Yeah. I mean, whenever you see the wages of these people, it is sickening, isn't it? It is sickening. Gary Lineker is certainly not worth the amount of money. I think they pay it's 1.3 million he gets a year. Nah. Doesn't deserve that. He's not that good. Well, anyway, listen, I'm going to shoot on. I'm going to have a great day. It's a wonderful day. Felixstowe, yesterday, Carnival, bands. Today, Felixstowe, fireworks and fish and chips. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day, people. Thank you to those that continue to support my channel. I would like to point out that today is day 31 of YouTube's 30-day review on my channel. It is also the 8th time that YouTube have looked at my channel and refused to monetize me. Apparently I'm controversial. But there we go. There's many people on YouTube that are controversial, but I'm the only one that Prince Harry hates. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day and stay safe.